The No Talent Show is a Lidomine media production. We want to remind you to subscribe to The No Talent Show on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Google Cast, Radio Public, and wherever else you listen. And remember to leave a review. And remember, 5 stars, it is the correct number of stars. If you enjoy our show, please share it with your friends. And if you have some spare change, you can find the link in our show notes. And you can always send a tip our way, which helps us continue to keep this studio cool, because it is hot outside. You can find The No Talent Show at thenotalentshow.com. We are also at The No Talent Show on Twitter. You can also listen to the rest of Lidomine Media's podcast and radio shows at lidominemedia.com. Oh, yeah.
Metallica is definitely an underrated band.
Oh, goodness. How's everybody doing today?
Fantastic.
Good.
Great.
Awesome. Good to be back.
Awesome. Yeah, as always, we have educator, video professional, and very well-bearded man, Marty Stu Pedasso.
Thank you. I'm not trimming the beard until the corona crisis is over. Then I'll trim it. I'll probably end up looking like Santa Claus or Rumpelstiltskin. But, you know.
Yeah, with the way things are going, you might never be able to trim it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Yes, we have actor, woodworker, propane salesman, or
Mystery man.
lab tech.
Secret agent.
I like Secret Agent.
Always
Stripper.
full of facts.
Always that.
He could
Thanks,
be,
Stu,
actually.
for the dollar
Could.
bills,
Yeah,
by
he
the
could.
way.
Eric Oram.
Hey, I'm not supposed to use my real name. He's Eric Dorham.
Eric Dorham.
What's up, everyone?
Tire salesman,
Yes.
actor and educator,
Yes.
Dontch Schlicks.
Good to be back. Thank you for having me.
And we have myself, Maxwell DeBoss, coming to you live from Lidomine Studios. Here
Wait,
in
we
beautiful-
gotta do the thing for you, Max.
Yeah.
What is it? You know, entrepreneur, superhero,
Podcaster.
podcaster.
Video
all out,
genius.
all out stud.
Looks good in
Muffin.
headphones.
Hasn't had a haircut in a really long time.
Love it. Fabio.
Yeah. So, guys, we're back. It's another week in Fresno. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yes. The smoke cleared out.
although-
Everything's bright and sunny.
Yeah.
Or weather dropped like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
So, is anybody else? I had a drink of water,
Yeah.
and it was.
You got a drop of water? Really?
It tasted. I was confused by it. I was like, "Wait, is it raining outside?
Well,
Where
right.
is it?"
The thing that's funny is you passed out these beers and they're delicious.
Yes. We'll go through these in a little bit. Yeah.
Before I get to the water, I just wanted to say it's nice. It's cold. It's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding a beer in my hand. It's called Creamzilla.
Yes.
It's not as pornographic as it sounds. It's actually delicious.
Yeah.
It's like a vanilla mixed with smooth, crisp beer. I don't know. It's good.
really
I didn't
nice.
think I would like it. Max offered it to me. I was like, that doesn't sound like something I'm gonna like. But
Yeah. Marty,
man,
what
it's
kind
good.
of beer do you have over there?
Well, mine's from the Full Circle Brewing Company. Full Circle Brewing
Yeah.
Company. And they're downtown. I've driven by their
Yep.
establishment several times. And I'm drinking the Feeling My Stout,
Ooh.
which is made with cocoa nibs, vanilla, coffee, and lactose.
Yeah.
wow.
And it's a fantastic beer. And I noticed that there's an emblem of a D on
Yeah,
the
I'm going to give a
side.
little
Ooh,
shout out here.
ooh.
So, you know.
What is that D? I'm very
Full
interested.
Circle Brewery, right?
Yes.
They're a local brewery. They have a long history in Fresno. And if I understand their history correctly, they had got bought a number of years ago, and they kind of revamped themselves and wanted to become a really solid brewery. And so they started doing some really unique beers here.
And it looks like in better days when we're not locked away in our homes, they combine their beer. You can go and enjoy their beer and live music.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
like live
It
music.
says hashtag
I've done that.
beertainment.
I've done that,
Hashtag beertainment. So,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here in Fresno. It's cool.
Yeah, they got a
And,
cool little spot down there. It's very nice.
Yeah.
And you can hear some great music and
Kind of
try
a
some
funky
craft
part
beers.
of downtown, and
Yeah.
so they stopped by my facility here. Our family has a chocolate factory. And they swung by and they said, "Hey, we're making a new beer, and we wanted to get some nice tasting cocoa nibs put in the beer." And so that's what they brewed up here. It's what Marty's drinking. It's I think there's cocoa and coffee and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, and this is a golden stout. And when I first tried it, I don't normally drink golden stouts. I usually drink darker stouts. So I tried it, and didn't taste. I thought I was never tasted this type before.
Right.
and it was good, but it was a little weird. Then I tried a little bit more and a little bit more, and so after a while, you do develop a taste for it, where it just takes a little getting used to.
Yeah, and I'm
because
here.
it's unusual. That's why.
Yeah, a lot of interesting flavors.
A lot of unusual things are worth getting used to. Like my wife. Okay, she's unusual. 20 years later, I'm getting used to her.
Yeah.
Mine, on the other hand, of this Creamzilla, it was the opposite. It didn't taste weird at all. It sounds like it'd be too sweet or something, vanilla. Yeah. It's like a cream soda with beer, and that sounds too sweet. But it's not. It's good. It's really smooth and yeah. And
I'm drinking here a Sunset Grisette, or maybe Grisetti.
Interesting.
It's actually also very good. I'm pretty surprised. Nice and it's like a kind of like a Michelob, but much better. It's like a standard good golden beer, like an ale. Is it? What would you call that? Maybe like a Grisette.
I don't know.
It's a Sunset Grisette. I don't know enough about beer. I know that I like it. Tastes good. So.
And those are also from the Full Circle Brewing Company?
Also, yeah, all three from the Full Circle Brewing Company. I'm hoping to get their brewmaster, Brandon, on the show soon to kind of give us some education about how to make beer, because I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I got an interesting question for him. I know you have to use high-quality water, I'm assuming, when you make beer. You don't want tainted, funny-tasting water. So I've come across something in my house, and my wife had been complaining about this for a few weeks now. She was like,
"Is it the lice?"
No, it's about the water.
Oh.
And she was telling me, our water, it smells and it tastes like dirt, like there's dirt in our pipes or something.
Okay.
And I didn't pick up on it at first. And I was like, it's just whatever. I don't notice it. But the last couple weeks, it's gotten worse and worse. Now to the point where if I turn my faucet on and it's not, if I go through the filter in the fridge, I don't notice this, but if you just run the faucet, it smells like earthen, like dirt.
Like sulfur or something?
Not sulfur, no, like dirt. Like if they were to drink a glass of water that had dirt in it, and it tastes and smells like that.
The well. Now,
I felt, and that's what it feels like I'm drinking some well water or something. So we actually called the city today.
Oh.
Because we were concerned. Is this something like... Did something happen and our pipes have been, busted and we're getting something? And so we did a little bit of research.
Contamination.
Have you guys noticed this at all? The smell or the...
But I don't drink tap water usually. No? I drink filtered water.
See if you notice it. It gets worse, they said, in hot weather, so it's bad right now.
Okay.
So apparently, Fresno and Clovis, there's a thing where we get this bacteria in our water. And it's harmless. It's harmless. It won't hurt you.
We treat it with something gross?
No. It's a natural bacteria, and there's more of it in the warm weather.
Oh.
And it comes from the water that comes from Pine Flat, they said.
Oh.
So when that water gets released and comes into our water source, that bacteria is in there. And in times of heat, you can notice it more. So they said some people are more sensitive than others. So some people might not notice this. I noticed it. My wife noticed it even earlier than I did. And right now it's pretty bad. So like I said, it's like an earthy, metallic kind of taste and smell to the water. But you could, like they said, you can filter it out. So if you have a Brita or whatever, it'll filter out that bacteria and it won't taste like that. But I thought that was interesting, and it makes me wonder what else is in our water.
Sorry, guys.
They have that same problem.
Was it singing bacteria? Is that some kind of singing bacteria?
That's really. I just pulled up an article about it. It's this came from 2016. It's about.
We're looking at it right now on the screen here.
Yeah, 2016. Apparently, this was a big issue, and it also caused discoloration from the water coming out from Pine Flat. We had to treat all the water with. It looks like they're saying chlorine and a whole bunch of other stuff.
What do they call the bacteria? Is there a
name for it?
We
didn't have to treat it, so that's good.
This water's not discolored in any way. At all. It's just...
interesting.
This kind of...
Yummy.
I wonder, this kind of sounds like it's a good explanation.
Sounds like a good reason to drink sparkling water. Bought at
or
the store.
filtered water, at least. It's actually probably a good idea to get a filter.
The mind control chemicals that they're giving us.
Yeah.
Yay.
The fluoride.
Have you ever noticed that growing up in a city, you're used to... your water tasting. It has a taste to it, right?
Yeah.
It could be the chlorine or whatever they're putting in there to keep it safe. And if you go somewhere that has just fresh runoff water, it's a strange feeling. It's like, I remember my kids complaining, we were in Colorado, and their water comes straight from the Rocky Mountains. It's just runoff from the Rocky Mountains there, and it's good. There's no taste to it. It's just fresh
like
water.
Coors?
And they were complaining, my kids were complaining, like, this water doesn't taste like anything. Water's not supposed to taste like
Right.
anything, but our water does.
Well, actually, even growing up, I grew up out in the country, and we had a well, and that water had a very distinct, almost like I want to say dirt flavors, but it had like a nice rich,
Like minerals and grass.
Like rich.
You could taste the grass for some
I
reason.
loved that water, actually. It was like this
interesting.
weird, just kind of that's how water, like a hot day, and I drink like this earthy, grassy dirt water. It's fantastic. I loved it. And then, I moved into, not so deep Clovis, and I just get, city water, and I miss that. I miss that dirt.
Well, they process the water so much now, for cities, and I don't even know, do they even do, you're not supposed to do, I guess, drinking water off of the waste, but
No, but
places that do that.
So
right?
I know the one of people I know well. He lives in this neighborhood. He is a water manager, and he told me there's a plant out there on Ashland near McCall that's like a water treatment plant. Just straight sewage goes in, and he says the water comes out cleaner than tap water. He's like, I drink that water. It's like so clean, and it's just sewage water, and it comes out clean. But we don't drink it. They haven't put it into
the supply yet.
No, it's
just
that purple line that you see that waters plants and stuff like that. But that's treated sewage water. But supposedly it's 100% safe to drink.
Well, if you think about it, there's only a finite amount of water on the earth, right? It doesn't ever leave. So, technically, we're all drinking sewage water.
And dinosaur
True.
pee.
The water's been somewhere.
Water's been through somebody at some point, guaranteed.
According to Olaf in Frozen 2, it has memory. Water has memory. So, Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's why Elsa can freeze
spoiler
stuff.
alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert, sorry, but that's why Elsa
Wow.
can freeze stuff and take shape.
Wow, well, that actually, that brings me to, I haven't seen, I've never seen a lot of Disney movies, right? I'm behind.
No, are you serious? You haven't?
Yeah, I'm behind on Disney
He never had
movies.
kids, right? He hasn't had kids yet.
I haven't had kids yet, so I'm way
Still, I
behind.
didn't have
Or a
kids.
childhood.
He's
Didn't have a
seen the
childhood.
Disney movies of his childhood, which were like Lion King
and Aladdin.
So what was the last one
Steamboat
like
Willie.
you saw? You thought that cartoonish
Toy Story
or animated?
3, maybe.
Okay, well that's pretty.
Oh, okay, that's
Toy
pretty.
Story
recent.
3, though. There's a 4 that came out, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, there's a fourth one. Yeah,
Yeah,
three.
yeah.
Is that that's the one with the
Big blue
crazy
monster.
bear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where he's all, hey boys and girls.
No, you know what I saw? You know what I saw? I saw the first one of the other movie you said with Olaf.
Which one? Oh, Frozen.
Frozen.
Just Frozen.
I saw Frozen.
Just Frozen.
I saw Frozen.
I'm Frozen too.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm actually, so I've been planning on going to, my entertainment pick of the week, by the way, is the Madera Drive-in Theater. Big fan of drive-ins. Big fan. I'm lucky enough, I have a truck, a Honda Ridgeline, and the entire bed of the truck is a speaker. There's not a speaker in it. There's exciters in there, so the entire bed of the truck turns into a massive speaker. So when you go to a drive-in, you can sit in. You're sitting in a speaker. It's a pretty great experience.
Vibrates
It's
the
fantastic,
sound.
Yeah. So I was all excited because the movies this week they're showing they can't really afford new movies, right? They're showing all these old movies from the 80s. So I was
Madera is.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, so I
That's
was
cool.
stoked. They've been showing Back to the Future and this
man.
tomorrow night I'm going with my wife. It's our plan, and I've been looking and they're showing Raiders of the Lost Ark
Okay.
and The Lost Boys was the double feature. I was
Wow.
like, this is gonna be great.
Wow.
So I was all excited and I pulled it up
yeah.
today.
The
to-
Lost theme.
Yeah, to
I
show
don't
my wife.
remember watching The Lost Boys. I know I have seen it, the vampire
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, but I don't remember. That's a movie I don't
name?
remember. I need
Patrick
to watch
Harris.
it.
Or
Well,
was it not Patrick
you're gonna-
Harris, but Jason Patrick, right?
If you go to watch it tomorrow with me, you're going to be disappointed as well.
Why?
Because the movie changed apparently tonight, and tomorrow they're doing Kung Fu Panda and The Clocks on the Walls, apparently.
No.
So
I've never even heard of The Clocks on the
it's
Wall.
I don't know. It's like with Jack Black and
I saw
Clocks
it.
on the Walls.
I watched
Oh
it.
wait.
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
Wait. Is that the name of the movie?
Clocks on the Walls? I think so.
Yeah, let's
Is
look
that
it
the
up.
one where it's a haunted house type thing?
It's not a haunted house, but it has like a life. Yeah, it's like a living house, and it's
The
a big
house
clock.
with a clock on its walls.
The house with a clock on its walls. Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me
I
see
watched
it.
that.
Pull that up. I watched it. That is beyond scary.
Oh,
thought
maybe I'll
so,
have
really?
a good time.
It has literal demons in it, like with names that are out of the Bible, like what you read about that Jesus casts out.
Yeah. Creepy.
I am legend, for I am many.
Yes.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, wow, this goes beyond just like fanciful magic. This
That
is
it-
like demonic. Yeah.
I will say it is a weird movie. I can't
Maybe I'll
remember a
enjoy
lot
it.
of it. I mean, I remember I pulled it up. Like my daughter was real young,
Oh.
and I think we saw it. Saw it on whatever
Yeah.
Netflix or something. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let's. and I kind of watched part. I don't know. It was a very weird and strange movie.
I
I'll say
liked.
that.
He was in a similar movie that was the R.L. Stein. What are his books called?
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, Goosebumps,
The Goosebumps movie was fun. I liked it actually.
Yeah, but
Now, with the Madera Drive-in, I will say you've been there, obviously, right?
Yes,
You're going
yeah,
there.
I'm a
Now,
big
is
fan.
that the only drive-in in the Valley left?
yes, it is.
That's
Yeah,
it.
That's it.
Wow.
The nearest other one, or like honestly, this company owns like all of them. There's one in Santa Monica. There's one in I don't know where Parks Plaza is, and then there's Lompoc, and that's about it.
San Luis Obispo.
I'm
has
surprised
one.
they haven't made. I mean, I understand these places take a big footprint. Is what I'm trying to say. I understand that they have a big footprint, but I'm surprised they haven't made a resurgence.
Well,
I
you
mean,
know what?
Well, it's the cheapest hotel in town.
Ah.
That's what they call them. People who work
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
one of the other
interesting.
issues is that you can't build them near a lot of homes. Home communities won't.
Well, that's true.
They
The
fight.
sound,
They'll fight
the
them.
noise.
That's one of the biggest issues. Now that there's homes everywhere, you can't really build one.
Yeah.
So, So if
True.
you saw the lineup, I was gonna go. Like Vegas Vacation. I was super excited.
Wow.
And then tomorrow I get Kung Fu Panda and the House of the Clock on the Walls. Besides that, though, my point is, if you wait, there's actually a Metallica
Concert?
If you go though, if you wait and you show up on September 4th, they're showing the new Bill and Ted movie and The Matrix back to back.
Wow.
So that's what I'm excited
That'd
to.
be cool,
I'm
yeah.
excited to go do that. Bill and Ted and The Matrix. So.
You know, there's something about
I'll be
that
there.
low tech. I went. The last movie I saw at the Madera Drive-in was the Richard Gere, where he played Knights of the Round Table
that the
or
one with
something.
the
Gerbils. I was
The
going to say the
Gerbils?
Gerbil
with,
movie. Yeah.
with Sean Connery in it, where he was King Arthur. King Arthur, I think it was, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know. Oh no, I don't remember a King Arthur movie with Richard.
Really, you
Gere.
don't remember that with Sean Connery and Richard Gere and I don't know. I can't remember who the love interest was. Who played
Zardoz? Is that the
Zardoz, the one with his red Speedo.
It's a Sean Connery movie.
Solid,
Now, I actually saw when it came out, Raiders of the Lost Ark at the drive-in.
Did you?
Yeah.
At the drive-in.
At the drive-in, I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark. I was a young man at that
Yeah.
point. But I did see that, and at the other screen, they were playing The Shining. It had just come out.
Oh.
And I just remember, like, I couldn't take my eyes off. I saw the elevator scene with the blood coming in. I couldn't hear it because I didn't have any sound. I was watching Raiders, dun, 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 and you see the blood coming in from the elevator. Dun, 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 dun. Whole different movie at that point,
Yeah.
The Shining.
I miss Fresno. They used to have the Sunnyside, drive-in.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how
I think that's where it was.
That was
Sunnyside.
cool at
That's where I watched
Sunnyside,
it.
though, because every so often you just hear the jets doing their engine tests and stuff,
Right
and
by the
taking the
airport.
airplanes taking off.
Did they
And you're
take
like,
down the screens and all that? I mean,
Yeah,
is
they
it
took
gone?
it all down. and
Yeah.
stuff.
And then there was one out there by I don't know,
There's
it's called
Blackstone.
Excalibur Park. It was called Boomers off Blackstone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Woodward, right? The Woodward Drive-In.
Is that
Maybe
called
it
the
was
Woodward?
called.
Yeah, it was Woodward Park Drive-In.
Yeah,
I think,
when
yeah.
I was growing up, there was a place called Excalibur Park. No, what was that place called? Became
Camelot.
They become
Camelot Park.
Boomers. Yeah.
Camelot Park. And the old screens were still up. The place was not operational anymore, but it was fun for us. The goal was always to hit your ball from the boomers and try to hit the screen.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the
Oh,
big
wow.
thing.
I did that on my grad night, sober grad.
Yeah.
And I was also hitting them onto the freeway, which you could do from the.
Oh yeah, right. It was right next to
Oh,
it.
yeah, right
my
by the freeway.
gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was right by the freeway. At the
I-
time.
It was like 3 in the morning, so there weren't
okay.
cars. I wasn't actively trying to hit cars. We were just trying to see if we could hit these little
Yeah.
mini golf balls over to onto the freeway.
Yeah.
Crazy. I saw. I remember seeing Jurassic Park at Woodward Park Drive-In.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park when it came out. I also saw the last movie I saw there was Twister with my now wife. We were dating. We had a truck. I had a little Mitsubishi.
Okay.
And so we got the sleeping bags, and we were in the back there. And so yeah, we're watching Twister, and then all of a sudden the wind's whipping around outside.
Oh,
Very
that's
cool.
pretty awesome.
Very cool. Yeah. It's like.
Yeah.
I saw
And then
terrible
there's a scene
movies
in there
there.
with a drive-in.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
In the Twister. Remember that where the drive-in gets
They all-
tore up, and it's like you're sitting there looking around.
That's pretty great, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Drive-ins.
I saw, I think, George of the Jungle. Did they make a George of the Jungle?
yeah, with
yeah,
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan
Yes.
Fraser, yeah.
That was horrible.
I saw that at that drive-in.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
I wanted to die.
So lucky, yeah.
And I also saw one of the early Jackie Chan movies that made it big.
Oh.
What was that?
Is that the one he does
Bronx?
karate in?
High
what was
Noon?
it?
Rumble in the Bronx.
Yes, Rumble in the Bronx.
I remember that one.
I
do
saw
remember
that. Yes, and it's very badly dubbed and like
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
awesome, though.
But it was like the first time since Bruce Lee you saw a guy do all those acrobatics. It was
Oh yeah,
cool.
I still love Jackie Chan.
Oh yeah, he's
Also, where
crazy.
Macy's is now, used to be the Moonglow Drive-In. You used to have a drive-in there called the Moonglow.
Macy's.
Which Macy's?
Which Macy's?
Macy's at not the Manchester, the
River Park
Fashion Fair.
Oh,
Fashion
really?
Fair.
That
There
goes
was-
back. I don't
Really?
a long
Wow, I don't
time
remember
ago.
that.
So
yeah.
that was before, because that would have been really close to the one off of by Camelot Park. Then,
Yeah.
were two that close to each other. Or was
They
it?
were that close to each other.
Wow.
But it was right by where Macy's is nowadays.
Wow,
right
wow,
there.
wow.
Yeah, there used to
that's
be on Blackstone like 5 or 6 little movie theaters, like all clustered.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
the festival and the one over there by Whitey's Pet Shop.
There was one
That
there.
was
I remember
weird.
I saw. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but I saw Star Wars there. It was right. It's a car lot now.
Yeah, they're all
but
car lots
Yeah,
or-
yeah. I remember seeing Star Wars there for the first time.
churches.
1977.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of the old Clovis ones are now churches. You got some churches in the old theaters.
Yeah. Let me ask you, what's the price to get in the drive-in now? What's
So you know what's funny? As of it went up this year, and it could be COVID prices. I have no idea. Last year,
COVID
it
inflation.
was $15 a car.
okay.
Anybody?
You could pack them in then. You
Yeah.
can get as many people.
This year it's $10 a person.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a
but
big price
kids
gap.
are. Well, actually, I'll pull it up here. Let me see here.
And what's funny about that is I remember at the Moonglow is you would have the car drive up, park, and then they'd walk around and open up the trunk and all these people would come.
yeah. I mean, you see that in, like in movies too. I mean,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
was-
true that you did that.
They
Yeah.
used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Pack them
Yeah,
in the
so
trunk
this is
and
a
stuff.
$10. Children's 3 to 11 are 4, seniors are 4, and babies are
That's
free.
the picture on their website?
Classic. Yeah, that's actually, and if you, and what's,
Oh, they redid it. It looks a
I was
lot
gonna
better.
say,
This bother with the weeds
We're
and
looking, we're looking at the
that's
picture on
how
the
it
website.
looks. I mean, you don't want to give false advertising.
Because it used to be right by the screen. They used to have playgrounds, so the kids go out and play.
Oh, and in the old, in the olden days.
Yeah.
Now, do they have a snack bar going at that point?
So they usually do. Now they have officially, as of this
Taco
week,
trucks
they've
would be cool.
reopened the snack bar. Of course, you have to wear a mask when you go to the snack bar. Snack bar is pretty basic: popcorn and then packaged goods. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun.
you bring
place,
your own
actually.
stuff, of course, right?
Of course.
Now,
Yeah,
do you
you're
feel? Now,
allowed
let me
to.
ask you this: do you feel kind of safe out there? No problems. watching
From
a movie?
COVID or from people?
From people.
Oh, I don't worry about people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty
okay.
safe.
I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to take my daughter to have her experience the drive-in.
It's
She'll
a
never
very
get to experience it
safe-
before in her
like,
life.
No, it's very safe. I took my niece out there.
Yeah.
And it was there's no. It's a whole bunch. Everybody there's a family. There's families everywhere.
Oh,
They're all
okay,
playing.
okay.
Although now you can't leave your car, so it's even more safe.
Yeah.
You'll be like, ooh, somebody's coming. So yeah.
How do you go to the snack bar?
Well, it says you have to stay in your car. It says that you can leave to go to the snack bar. And it says that if you're in the back of your truck, that counts as being in your car.
Nice, so you're
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah, so
Wow.
you're safe. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
okay, so we used to also, right? You would take lawn chairs, and that's what you would do, right?
That's a big
Everybody would
thing, yeah.
spread out. You take all your lawn chairs, and people popping
By
out of the
your
trunk
car,
with the
yeah.
lawn chairs, and everybody's
Yeah.
spreading out. So you can't do a lawn chair
Not
anymore?
right now because of COVID. Usually you can. Usually there's
okay,
lawn chairs.
okay.
People
So
bring
it's
their
just a COVID.
barbecues. You
Yeah.
get there early. They pop open their barbecues.
kidding, really?
It's actually it is a very fun experience. I really enjoy it.
Wow,
I'm
that
a
does
big
sound like a
fan
lot
of the
fun.
drive-in. Yeah, I mean the audio sucks because you're getting
Right,
over the.
but you're not there for a real theater experience. You're there for a drive-in experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Now,
it's just
if
fun.
you could, not that I'm promoting anything illegal, but could you sneak in some full circle brewing?
Oh yeah, actually, I
stuff
don't
and,
think. I think they say there's no alcohol, although there usually are people drinking alcohol. So
You know
Yeah.
the amazing thing about the golden stout that you gave me? The
Yeah.
more I drank it, the more I liked it. Where I would have
Really?
another one if you weren't such a cheap bastard. And only had one. But I would get it
Oh.
again. I actually like it.
okay.
Now, I was
pretty
going to
solid.
ask, going back to that. Now, this
Yeah.
full circle, can people buy this in a store, or do they have to go to the actual
Now,
brewery,
you know
or
what?
where do we go?
I don't know a ton about Full Circle, but I do know this: they are delivering beer because I know that
Oh, I love
Shauna
that.
at our factory
Really?
gets beer delivered from them. Yeah, so
Wow.
they deliver.
Do they have kind of a similar thing like the wonderful Cocoa Crate I've heard of, where it's like that you can do a monthly club too? Or
You know, that's interesting. I don't know if they do that, but Cocoa Crate surely does.
Yeah.
Check them out at DeBossGourmet.com.
Eric, do you have any other questions that we don't have answers to that you would like to ask?
how long is the drive-in going to be open? Do you,
Yeah,
did you travel into the future? And,
Anyways, I think we should all go visit. At least I'm going to go the weekend that Bill and Ted's new movie comes out.
what other movies do they have? Did you have it up there?
Yeah, they're doing, it's week by week. So coming up, you have Bill and Ted in the Matrix,
Okay.
Spider-Man and Men in Black.
See, Spider-Man, that might be a good one for my daughter.
as far
maybe.
as it goes. That might be the last weekend through September, actually.
What's that one? What's that? Oh,
They have
Fast
Dora.
Times.
You can go see Dora and then Daddy's
Dora.
Home.
Dora would
Nice,
be a good one. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Fast
Anytime
Times
they
at
show like
Pineapple.
old school science fiction, like the Talking Head. And
Oh,
the
that would be
Invasion
cool.
and the mutants.
Like Body Snatchers.
Yeah,
Invasion of the
I just
Body-
watched that the
that
other
would be
night. Invasion of
cool.
the Body Snatchers, the original. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow,
cool.
wow. Did you watch it on the Mac?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, cool. That's kind of cool. You could do like a little drive-in, just go out in the car. Of course, it's too hot now, but go out in the car and put your tablet on the dashboard and just act like you're
That's
at
why
the drive-in, right?
At drive-ins, that's why everyone in Fresno, at least, they would get out and they would put launch chairs in front of their car and around their car because it was too hot to stay in your car.
Yeah, you
right.
couldn't just sit in there. Yeah, you had to get out.
Yeah,
'cause you
it
get
was
run
nice.
your
I used to
AC,
love
yeah.
going to the drive-in just because it was so fun, and it's kind of like a family environment. Everyone,
Yeah.
isn't bothering each other. They're not being jerks. They're just out there.
No, it's out
kinda
there having
chill
fun.
out. Yeah, having fun.
People having conversations.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
they're all
and,
just.
and you get these weird relationships with people around you.
Yeah.
You get to know them a little bit. It's kind of neat.
It's a very
Yeah.
unique. I don't really know
There's
anything
nothing
else
like
it.
it. Yeah, nothing
like
at all
a
like
whole
it,
bunch of
right.
people watching a movie, talking and chatting, and
Yeah.
it's very
'Cause
interesting.
You're there to watch a movie, but it's not the primary thing. If your movie's not perfect or interrupted, you don't care.
Yeah, it's
You
just a
know?
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now
it
they've
really is.
done a lot of these where they do the movies, on the old projector on like down in the tower, right? Where it's
Right.
on the old building, some old, some movies and stuff. You guys ever went to any of those or?
They used to
No.
show them by the water tower, right? I think
Was
they
that
would do
where it
a
was?
little-
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
park there. Yeah.
And also in the Tower District, they showed them on the wall. What remind me of the drive-in theater is sometimes someone would come back from the snack bar and inevitably they get lost. And they'll be yelling, Jim, where are you? Come over here.
Honk your horn.
And everybody starts honking their horn.
Yeah.
And that's the community of the drive-in
Yeah,
theater.
it's just fun.
Yeah. It is. It's definitely an experience that people should check out. I mean, especially if
they
they've
need
never
to,
been,
yeah.
because we don't know how long this one's going to be around.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually I heard that COVID's doing really well for them actually because it's the only place to go see a movie.
Oh, that's cool.
so
that's
they're
a great-
actually doing really well. So yeah.
If we were entrepreneurs, we should have jumped on that bandwagon and opened one up immediately, right?
I tried to convince my father to open a drive-in movie with me. He thought I was
Really?
a complete fool.
I'm telling you, this retro thing, I think it would work. I think it would be the biggest thing.
I was excited until I saw how much those projectors are.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I mean, you have to drop like $200,000 for a legit.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, you have to fight a lot of light. They have to be big. So.
And then the movies too. I mean, what are you paying? That's why they're probably showing older movies,
Well, that's why
right?
they're showing
'Cause,
older movies,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like the new movies. There's no way
Yeah.
you can afford
But
that.
I like that idea. It's watching the older movies, stuff you've probably seen before, just because
It
you
makes
you
it
don't
less annoying
have
to
have
miss
that
something.
theater
Yeah.
experience. Yeah,
And there's a
Yeah,
whole
it's
new
lot of fun.
generation. We'll get into that another time. There's a whole new generation, right? Like I see that with my daughter. Like we're watching the older, like Back to the Future. We're watching the movies that I
Land of
watched.
the
and
Lost. Yeah, I got my son to watch it with me. It was awesome. He loved it.
She is watching.
Did you see the new one with Will Ferrell?
Hated it.
She's watching Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh my god.
Now she's
As a
into that.
5-year-old?
As a 5-year-old, and guess what?
So,
She's doing the ass
dear
talk. I'm
child-
like,
Is she?
Oh, that's
no.
fantastic.
Let me ask you a few questions. I'm like, no.
Do you
no.
have a breath mint?
I broke my
Mistake.
kid. Is that
Parental
what you're saying?
mistakes for all the parents out there.
Or
Do
perhaps some binoculars. It's one of the best movies, though.
Yeah. It's
One
great.
of my
but-
favorite lines is just my favorite insult is when somebody's like being a jerk or whatever. I just go, "What do you feed your dog?" It's miserable. It's just like such a good insult. What do you feed your dog? It's miserable. Oh goodness me. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break and we will be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
Have the stripper music.
Ow! Okay. All right, guys, it's time for Dontch Pulls.
Yay, dance sleds.
Here we go.
All right. We all like polls of all types. I've got some polls for you guys today.
Pool, short pools.
I'm going to put these up on our No Talent Show, at No Talent Show on Twitter.
At No Talent Show. You can also find it by going to the notalentshow.com, and you have it right beneath our
And we
logo.
will,
Nice.
next show I'm going to there's some polls up there already that people have voted on, so we will go over those results next show. Today I want to talk about music, okay?
I like music.
I like music too.
Remember when MTV used to play music?
Yeah.
Oh.
Those were good days. Even VH1 had some music on there. Yeah.
Those are the days.
So I put together a list of worst band ever. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So I put, and I can't. This is hard. This might be the hardest poll ever of all polls that have ever been asked of people. Okay.
That's a hard
Worst
poll.
band ever. Number 1,
Dun, dun, dun.
Train.
No.
Meet Virginia.
No, he
Good
said-
God, you cannot tell me you like Train.
That's the only song I know of
Drops of
theirs.
Jupiter in her hair.
I only know Meet Virginia.
You don't know Drops of Jupiter? Terrible song. What about
What?
What about Save Me San Francisco? Terrible song. What about Hey Soul Sister? Ain't that
It's a
Mr.
terrible
Mr.
song.
Terrible. Their whole
Really?
existence
Those
is
are all
pure
like,
trash.
those are all songs
all right.
from
I must
like
have a
New-
terrible-
It just sounds like New Star 101.
Taste
All
in
that
music.
sounds like. Yeah, yeah.
Sister.
I've got a terrible taste in
Guy has a
music.
voice that sounds like that. Train.
That's your
Worst
number
band
one
ever.
pick. That's your number
Well,
one?
they're just on the poll.
Okay.
Is it Maroon 5? Very similar band. Sings in falsetto.
Also, don't know any of their songs actually.
I don't know either. They just annoy me.
Yeah, he's pretty annoying.
That's the name. Go ahead.
Maroon
I agree.
5.
Yeah.
Is it Everclear?
No,
Now, who
no.
remembers Everclear? They were popular in the
Yes,
90s.
Everclear. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, now, no, that's not them. That's Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth. Everclear had about 7 or 8 songs that were popular, and they
I just
were
remember one.
catchy. Okay, and then you realize that they were all the same song. So if you can remember with me, one was I wanna buy you a garden where your flowers can bloom. And all their songs did this at some point. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. And you think like, oh no, that's only in I Wanna Buy You a Garden. But think about this. My daddy gave me a name. And he walked away. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Dun dun dun.
Because they only know 3 chords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pretty catchy hook, though. I mean,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
One chord, dun 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 dun. Yeah, that was 7 or 8 of their songs sounded exactly
And those
like
are all
that.
popular songs,
Yeah,
right,
they
you
made
said?
millions of dollars
Yeah,
off
New
of
Star.
that.
Wow.
So Everclear's on my list. Bon Jovi, I hate Bon Jovi.
I put Bon Jovi. He's my pick.
Yeah.
My
Did
pick.
you? I hate
Put
Bon
the
Jovi.
stake in my heart right now.
Yeah, he's my number 1 pick. I
Come
think, for worst
on,
band.
Slippery When Wet. It's the best album ever.
Yeah, and then not.
Okay,
good.
name a Bon Jovi song, quick, hurry.
That's my.
God, Living on a Prayer. I
Living on a
hate
Prayer,
that
that's a good
song.
one.
The one from the cowboy movie. What's the cowboy movie?
Oh.
Young Guns song.
Yeah, because
a bad
I'm wanted, dead or alive. I'm wanted, because I walk these streets.
Like John
A load
Cougar
of
melon crap.
6-string on
Yeah.
my back. I can't play for keeps.
So that's your poll.
but I might not when I'm not
and
done.
Pink Floyd will
Might
be
not
on
make-
there because we can't get
They
rid of
literally
Pink Floyd.
can't get it off.
But don't vote for Pink Floyd. They're not supposed to be on the worst band ever
Yeah, I
list.
didn't. I already typed that poll's already up on Twitter. and
Train,
Pink Floyd's not on
Maroon
there.
5, Everclear, or
Oh
Bon
my
Jovi.
gosh.
Most
Dude.
overrated band.
So let's talk about overrated band. Now these are bands that might not be awful, but they're definitely overrated because people claim that they're great and they're
Yeah.
just.
Okay.
I don't think they're great. So these are my list of overrated bands. One is
Let's
U2.
see.
Some
Yeah.
people think U2
I'll agree with that.
the greatest band of all time. They claim
no.
very overrated.
Bono, I can't. Even if the
He's
band was
so
good,
annoying.
I can't
Yeah.
stand that guy.
Joshua Tree was good, but it's just
It was good, but it's the only thing that was good, and it's played 100. If you listen to any radio station today,
Played too
it's just
much.
Joshua Tree songs over and over and over
Yeah.
and over and
Yeah, yeah.
over.
Yeah.
And to the point where I don't even like to listen to them anymore, even though at one point I thought they were good. Yeah.
but it's
No, it's that
overrated.
I
U2.
think the Spider-Man Broadway musical is what ruined U2 for me.
Really?
What did it? Yeah.
Did you watch it? Did you
Yeah, I
actually
saw
go
it
and see
before it closed. I saw it actually the week before it officially opened.
Now, did they have original music for
Yeah,
Spider-Man?
they did the whole Broadway
Can
show.
you look up the numbers
Wow.
and literally tell us how many people died or were seriously injured
Yeah,
in
I'll
that
look
production?
it up.
Because
I
it's
heard that.
amazing.
I
It might
heard
be
that.
20 or 30
Yeah,
people.
we saw people get terribly injured when I saw the show.
Also, when
Yeah.
Apple made you download
Are
the
you
YouTube
serious?
album,
Yeah,
it
it
really
came with
yeah.
your phone. You could not
you couldn't
have
get
it.
rid
That-
of it. And I think it really left an evil taste in people's mouth.
That made me. Spit actually came out of my mouth, and you said that people died or got injured when you were watching the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
That
We saw-
shocked me.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
in shock.
it happened like every night with that show. It was terrible. We saw
heard-
people get stuck in the wires. They had to turn on the lights. It was rough.
Oh, man.
All right, we're going to get off track.
Okay, let's get back
so
on.
we had U2. I put Bruce Springsteen.
Thanks.
I do
Yes.
not
The
I
chose
chose
Lord.
Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, there was this. Speaking of Broadway musicals, he had a Broadway show that everybody was like raving about.
And a hell of an underbite.
And he did like
a
a bit of it on for like the Tony Awards, and it was just him like sitting at a piano talking. And I'm like, it was amazing.
The epitome of Bruce Springsteen to me is his terrible Christmas song that they play at Christmas time.
Oh.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Hey, Clarence, what'd you get? What'd you get Santa Claus for something? Clarence, are you doing your practicing?
Santa Claus,
Clarence, are you doing your practicing?
Santa Claus. It's like too high for him. He's always out of his own range when he's singing.
You know what?
Springsteen.
My hat's off to you, sir. I think you're the first person that I've heard, and now that has said Bruce Springsteen sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I put Phil Collins.
Overrated. Okay. He doesn't
yes,
suck.
thank you. I hate
Phil Collins.
No.
To me. Yes. Overrated.
Yeah, Eric, I think you nailed it. You might have a really bad taste in music. Yeah.
Okay, so Phil Collins is one of those people that if you listen to his entire library, you can pick out 2 or 3 songs. You're like, okay, these are okay songs.
And then after a while, you just want to punch him in the face.
Yes. And the only one they still play today is I Can Feel It Coming in the Air.
That's the only.
The best part of the song is the drum solo.
The drum solo is good.
That's
There's
the
that.
only. Yeah.
Also, his Tarzan comeback was a big, song for him. Yeah.
Now, did he also he played on Miami Vice? He's an actor. That's pretty good. Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry, just
I don't know if that makes
everything.
it
I don't know what that has
up
to do
a
with
level
anything.
or down a level.
No, now Genesis. He was in Genesis. What do you think about Genesis?
Peter Gabriel was in Genesis. After Peter Gabriel left, no more
Nothing.
Genesis.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. There you go. That just did it. My taste sucks.
my last
Do not listen
pick-
to me, folks.
And this is controversial because these guys have become very famous again. They had a
Not
no,
the
resurgence.
jammies, is
no,
it? Don't
no,
say the jammies.
no. Don't say it.
Don't say the jammies.
Don't say it.
Journey.
No.
I hate Journey.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Yeah. They have like the 2 songs. Yeah, that song.
Oh, it's
Oh,
such an
God.
annoying
Giants
song.
fan. You
I
gotta-
hate that song.
No.
The song's
such
really
an annoying
not
Took the
good.
Giants to a World Series. Come on.
Yeah, and I almost couldn't watch it.
Yeah, thank you. And they always play it
I was
at the-
almost like rooting against them for the.
No.
Yeah,
Is it
and
because
he's even like a Valley guy. He grew up in like Lemoore
Yeah.
or something.
I think
so
he still lives in Sac or something.
It's
right
very
now.
in Fresno to
Sacramento.
hate them or
He gargles
like
my
them, but
sack,
I
that's
don't
all.
like
Wait,
them.
People love them.
Yeah, I pull my hair out.
Why? Okay. So Journey, because why? You think it just got overplayed? They just.
It could be that it's overplayed.
in general, that
It's a small
whole genre
catalog.
of 80s rock is hard for me.
Don't tell me Toto.
Oh, no, see, I like Toto.
Oh, okay.
But
Interesting.
I don't know. I only know maybe 5 Toto songs, and I like them. So I couldn't tell you for sure if I would dig all their albums or something. But
Yeah.
I saw Toto live in a concert
Really?
about 2002. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And they were awesome. They rocked it. Their singer has a great voice, and their music was.
See, now, you know what's
Still
funny
going.
is Toto was hated back in the day because they were all like studio musicians.
Oh, yeah, no, they
and
were
nobody
super
took
good.
them serious,
Magicians.
right? 'Cause magicians. musicians. They're like, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
those
well,
are my 2
all right.
polls. Worst band ever. Can I say those again? I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
those
and
are
most
okay.
overrated band.
Yeah, worst band ever: Train, Maroon 5, Everclear, Bon Jovi, or Pink Floyd, but don't vote for Pink
Don't vote
Floyd.
for Pink Floyd, yeah.
And the most overrated band: U2, Bruce Springsteen, and the E Street Band. Phil Collins. Did he have a band? I mean, he was in Genesis,
Phil-
but it's just Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Yeah,
yeah.
after
And
Peter
Journey.
Gabriel left,
And his band, yeah.
Collins took over for a while. Then he did his solo.
So go vote.
What about
vote
your
on the
best? Now,
polls.
do you have any? Did you do a best, like your best?
Not
band?
yet.
Okay,
No,
that's
not
coming
yet.
up.
Yeah. And
will
more
come.
polls to come.
Man, I really came to a realization. My taste in music does suck. I'm sorry. I'm
It's only sad when
sorry,
you
people.
finally realize it.
I finally realized that
yeah.
I'm just glad I had some backup on this show.
wow.
People usually attack me when I say Journey.
Oh,
or-
me too.
yeah.
Yeah, I get all sorts of Tate speak or whatever you
Yeah,
want to call
not
it.
good.
So what would you say would be your just one? What would be like your best band?
I have a top
Both you
5.
guys.
Me, Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd would
like
be the
Pink
best.
Floyd's the one I got to stop what I'm doing and sing along no matter where I am.
Really?
I literally,
Yeah.
the biggest mystery I've ever experienced in my life is why is Pink Floyd on that list that we can't get off the list. I never
Yeah.
wrote that down or anything.
I-
and they,
yeah,
I
don't
can't
know.
delete it.
Max can't get it off the list. It's amazing.
I've
So I
actually-
have bands. Some of my bands aren't really bands
strange.
because they're musicians. So for me, Tom Petty is one of my all-time. Love
interesting,
Tom Petty.
okay.
Oh, Tom Petty's great.
I love.
He's underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Billy Joel. It's old school 70s of me. I like Elton
Okay.
John.
Yep.
Like the Beatles. That's
Singer-songwriter
kind of an
guys.
obvious one.
Singer-songwriter
Yeah, but the
guy.
Beatles, obviously, it's an obvious choice. I have some other ones too, but that's kind of my hit parade right
Was there a Beatles after Pete Best? I mean, come on.
Oh, I know, really. Yeah, they just went downhill. Like Ringo, give me a
After
break.
they
The
left,
guy can barely drum. Come on.
I do like early Beatles better than late Beatles.
I do love early Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, early Beatles are good. I also love John Lennon has this like post-Beatles album where just him singing like 50s rock songs. It's called John Lennon Rock and Roll. And he's back just to sing and
The
rock
funny
and roll.
thing
It's
to
a great
me
album.
is, as a band, they're historic and great. Individually, I don't like any of their stuff individually.
Really?
I love.
No.
There's a good chunk of Paul McCartney stuff that's great.
You
There's
didn't
a-
like Paul
there's
McCartney and Michael Jackson?
There's a good chunk of. There's also a good chunk of Paul McCartney stuff that's really bad.
Really bad. He has
But-
he's like either genius or the
Right.
worst songwriter you
Yeah,
could
yeah.
imagine.
'Cause
Like
there's
some of his stuff.
There's like Band on the Run. That whole
Yeah,
album. I
that's a
love
good song.
that
I'll tell you
album.
right now, you want to talk about a Christmas song. That freaking Paul McCartney Christmas song is
It's on
terrible. I hate it.
all the time. That
Yeah.
song.
Sing
a wonderful Christmas time.
It's terrible.
Simply.
I mean, it's weird. He's talking about kids and stuff. I don't know. It's a whole weird song.
He'll
I
have
listen
like
to the lyrics.
amazing, and then he has a song that's like, I'm a bluebird, I'm a bluebird, I'm a bluebird, I'm a bluebird, bluebird, and it goes on, and you're like, how?
I
is
heard
this
him.
song?
He almost
Oh my
ruined
gosh.
the Beatles for
Number
me. I
9.
saw him live in
Number
concert.
9.
yeah, that'll do it.
I saw him live in concert, and he would explain like what the lyrics to these Beatles songs meant, and they were always dumb. I was always like, "That's what that means." Don't tell people. Paul, do me a favor. Don't tell people. That.
yeah.
Well, I was in a bar, and my friend here was smoking a joint there, and we said, hey, I can't see you there anymore, so we wrote a song about it.
I pissed my pants at all. God, that's genius.
Yeah.
He had
Yellow
a famous-
submarine. It's a yellow submarine.
He had a famous Wing
The
song.
yellow submarine. It's
One
my
of his-
wiener and my wet churros. Yeah.
He had a famous Wing song that I guess is called Sea Moon. Don't know. I don't know it off the top of my head, but Sea Moon. He's like, and he told this story, and I just remember people looking around at each other like, this is what. So Sea Moon, he would sing it, and people on the stage would be like Sea Moon, and he's like, because people used to say like L7, you were a square, and so I thought, what would somebody who's cool be? Be the opposite of L7. It would be a Sea Moon, and it would make you not square. And that was why he wrote that song. And
Oh
Since
my
all of you are
gosh.
here, I didn't want to play my hits. I wanted to play all the weird,
Yeah.
obscure stuff on my album.
Well, yeah, you know, it is kind of disappointing. Like, I remember listening to something about the Rolling Stones, and they're talking about one of the real hot early albums, you know, when they really made it big and break out. Like, oh, yeah, you know, he's like talking, oh, yeah, we were all came in the studio and just put everything down. Yeah, you know, and it's like really, so there was nothing to
Right.
it. Yeah, it's just like they were
No,
just
it
at
is.
the last minute, they had to put something on tape, and there it was, right?
That's, it happens. I think.
And it hit gold, struck gold, right?
No, it's just.
Meanwhile, we're geniuses sitting here torturing over our stuff, and we're going nowhere.
Yeah.
Except
sad.
now.
All right,
this podcast.
I have a question for you. It's
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
election year. God knows, we all know it's election year. I feel like 2016 and now it's just been one straight election year. I don't feel like we had a respite from it. So the Democratic National Convention recently took place.
Yeah, a lot of it was via Zoom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and pre-recorded, not even live Zoom.
Yeah,
It was
fake Zoom.
like.
It was just really, if you think about it, it was just sponsored by Zoom, is what that comes down to. Yeah.
So I know we didn't watch all of it. None of us sat there and watched every single minute of it. But we did. We read about it. We saw some highlights. I want to know. Everybody, tell me your favorite part of the Democratic National Convention.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hop on Twitter here and see.
DNC. It could be a meme. It could be something funny that was said. I'm ready. I can go.
Apparently there's a performance by Billie Eilish.
Eilish?
And I like. I'm just gonna do this in general. From what I understand, the Democratic National Convention has had a bunch of performers.
Yes.
Just like
Billy Porter was. You need to watch this. If you've not seen the Billy Porter video, it's as if SNL tried to think of the funniest music video you could create.
I mean, it's like just this. Look at this picture of this. Can you guys see this? Billie Eilish. I don't know who this
I
is.
see it here
It
on
looks
the
so
computer
depressing.
screen. Yeah.
It's like depressing. You got it just seems like a whole bunch of performances. It's like a. Is that what this was?
Click the Billy Porter one. I just want you to see it.
I'm gonna play a little bit of this. This is fair use. This is fair use. If you guys hear this. Oh, I can't. I have to add to my calendar. I have to RSVP.
Man.
Well, you know,
it's
also-
on YouTube.
Those Dems.
You think with all the marketing people, I mean, yeah, and they had time to set this up. It's not like it's all live,
You're
right?
right.
What are they doing?
So I have two things. One is my favorite part was Bernie Sanders got up there and said that he will continue to work with everybody, progressives, liberals, yes, even conservatives, to fight authoritarian governments because under Donald Trump, democracy has been attacked like never before, and I will stand here and fight.
It's like having Bernie here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming from a man
who was like, let's kill all the millionaires and billionaires.
I will continue to work.
He honeymooned in the USSR and routinely praised Cuban dictators. He is a man who wants socialism. He wants to control. I will fight authoritarianism. You love it seems to me. My other thing that was funny is during the national convention for the Democrats, Trump's approval rating skyrocketed.
Did it really?
That's so funny.
Kidding.
Well, yeah, have all these celebrities perform because, you don't want to put your, candidate out there.
Right.
Because
Oh,
he
my
might
gosh.
forget where he is.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about this. Donald Trump has been, even people who might like him, are you embarrassed to say they like him out loud? He hasn't been a popular president. His approval rating, he said a lot of things that even his supporters are like, yeah, he shouldn't have said that or done that, right? Yeah. Now, some of his policies, you can argue, have worked, be it his economic, whatever. What I'm saying is they could have seemingly put together any two candidates that would have made people excited to vote for them over Donald Trump, right?
Yeah, I don't understand why it was so hard to find any two people.
So the people they chose, by the way, this is the party that claims that Donald Trump is a racist and Republicans are racist and we need to apologize, right, for the sins of the past. They nominated a 77-year-old white man who was a segregationist for most of his political career and friends with the KKK senators.
Praised.
Really?
Praised.
Yeah,
Praised the guy who was
segregationists.
the chairman or the whatever it's called, the head poobah of the KKK.
And a woman who...
Grand Wizard.
Grand Wizard.
Yeah.
Head Pooba.
I don't know how I know that, but
Isn't that Pooba?
Marty's
Isn't that
like,
from
it's
Happy
Grand
Days?
Wizard, please.
come on, get it right.
How do you know that,
Wizard,
Stu?
come on.
How do you know that, Stu?
I know things.
You and your white sheet
I
over there.
drink
What
and
are
I
you
know
talking
things.
about?
That's my job.
So not only does he have that hanging around his past, he is clearly in early stages of dementia or Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
bad.
we're supposed to pretend that's not true or what.
I thought it was funny for a while. Like, this is my honest
Yeah.
thoughts. I thought it was funny. I was like, oh my gosh, look at him. He doesn't know where he is.
Like
this is amazing.
is an extended SNL skit or
Yeah,
something. I'm
and
watching.
then I started thinking, like, this poor man is just like, imagine he's up there, like, hey, I thought this is my place. I used to work. I didn't know where I was. And I'm like,
It's almost like having him here.
how does his family, his kids, not go, all right, Dad, this is not safe. You don't know where you are. It's time to go. People are just like pushing him. Then I started getting really sad and depressed for the guy, and I'm like, oh, this isn't funny. It's like watching like I never really had a grandpa really well, but it's like I can imagine watching like my old sick grandpa like losing his memory and just like pushing him on stage and being like, it's all right, Gramps. You're going to be the president.
Well, yeah, can you imagine, like, how much power we're going to have, Grandpa, when you're president?
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have.
Yeah,
how much power
right.
we, I mean,
wink,
you?
wink, wink.
Yeah.
It's
So-
just scary.
It is.
And I wanted to point out too that the ironic part of a lot of the platform, again, like I said, was fighting racism, and the candidate that they chose as his running mate for VP, Kamala Harris, who they claim is the first African American woman to be on the VP ticket,
And Indian person.
is neither African. Well, she's not. She's American. She's not African. Her mother was Indian. Her father's from Jamaica, and her father wrote a paper a couple years ago telling the story of how his family traces back to Hamilton Brown, who was one of Jamaica's largest slave owners.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's the thing.
So this is a party telling us we need to
Wow.
apologize and make reparations from the past, and they present us Joe Biden and a person whose ancestor owned over 200 slaves. It's almost funny, but it's also sad, and I don't know what people are going to do with that. I don't know.
They're going to vote for him.
They
What's
think
gonna
people will vote. No, people will mainly vote the party line, regardless.
Yes,
they don't care who you put out there. But is it that the party has lost its mind, or that they think the American people have lost their mind?
I think the people, for the most part. It's going to be really interesting because I feel when it comes down to it, if I understand how this all works, people vote party line. There's like 8% of voters who really make the difference, right? Pretty much that. And I'm hoping those 8% have got a nice, smart head on their shoulders.
Yeah. And vote independent. Who's running independent? Oh, what's his name? McAfee. Have you seen him?
John McAfee.
He's running for John McAfee. He's running for president.
There's also a strong third-party libertarian.
What about Kanye? Is he still?
No, he
going?
didn't get the nomination. I don't think. I don't think he got enough votes.
Was he? Where was he? Was he on the Democratic side, or was he on the?
He was trying to get a
independent or something.
Maybe
I'm voting Kanye.
Yeah, I'm voting my libertarian way like I always do.
As long as Steve Perry doesn't get it, I don't care.
Steve Perry,
lead singer for Journey.
Yeah. Don't stop believing.
I would just love if he actually was running. Steve Perry, 2020.
I'll vote for him.
He just sweeps in because everybody in Fresno loves him.
I'll vote for the guy. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. This has gone bonkers. I don't know what to say about it.
And the funny thing was they had a whole bunch of candidates.
Yeah.
To pick from.
That's
early
what I was
on.
going to say.
A big field. Pete Buttigieg was young and seemed like hip and like
out of everybody, I thought he liked him. I was like, that guy seems like a smart dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I don't agree with everything that he's saying, but he seems like a viable candidate.
Yeah, I want to see the first husband in office. I think that would be pretty cool.
It would have been.
He would have been a viable candidate. Who I think actually, when he was first running, I was like, oh, that's the guy. That's the guy they're going to run.
Me and my wife are going to vote for.
100% they were running him, and then just
wow.
Somehow they went with the guy who doesn't know what his name is.
Well, the funny thing about Biden was when they were doing debates, he didn't win a single debate, and his campaign was on like dying. And then as soon as they were like over the debates, for some reason people were like, well, we'll just vote for.
He surged.
For
Biden. I was like, what the heck
It's
happened?
really the strangest thing. It's a very strange thing.
I think it was that clip you showed me where he's talking about the kids stroking his hairy legs, and that probably surged him ahead. People really connected with that. The American people.
He got the pedophile vote, and that's a big market.
He likes roaches, and he likes kids jumping on his lap.
The sex offender said yes.
It's so unreal.
We should have went for who's the guy? Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Larry David.
Larry David. I would vote for him as Bernie Sanders.
As Bernie Sanders.
It is such a trip, man. Unreal.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do.
You know what? I guess we'll find out next week on our next episode of
all right.
The No Talent Show. Thank you all for tuning in. Catch us next week. It's going to be a big week. We're going to hear where raisins come from.
No.
Really?
You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
And it's not where you think.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon.